Okay, I'm back from peeing, and we're back on. So the next scene is right. We're still in the UN, and the robot that looks like a guy and a robot that looks like a girl show up holding hands, and they want to become part of the UN. So they're obviously not right. The film doesn't portray them as hostile so far. And the robot's wearing a top hat and a tie, I guess, because he wants to look formal. So it kind of shows that the robots are trying to fit in. They're trying to become part of, of human society. They want to be one society in the world where the robots and the humans can get along. And the human lady is holding an apple, right? An apple, man, it has so many symbols, you know, like apples, biblically, like, it has like the symbol of like the tree of knowledge or whatever. So there's always like this connection with apples and knowledge, right? And it's not just biblical, but also, like what's his face? Isaac Newton, right? The apple falls on his head. And, in American culture, we give apples to our teachers, or we used to, or whatever. So the apple is like a symbol of knowledge, right? I guess that's the broadest term for it would be, right? Apple and knowledge. So then we see the apple spinning, right? So first, before that, we see a bunch of humans. They come up to the, I guess, the ambassadors of 01, and they start to pull them out of the building. And as they're pulling them out of the building, the robot lady drops her apple, and then you see the apple spinning. Right? Then the apple starts to rot, and worms come out, and the worms actually start to look like a brain, and it turns into a brain. And the brain becomes a holograph. No, the brain grows a nervous system. Right, the brain grows a nervous system. We see like a body, but then the body becomes planet Earth. Right, the body becomes planet Earth, and then it zooms out, and we see the Zion archive or whatever, which again looks like something out of Hindu religion, like some kind of Hindu religious art. And then it zooms back out through like all the chips and the acid trip. It's whatever. We zoom back out, and presumably this is the end of the archive, right? So that's, oh man, I should have just kept recording. I was like 10 seconds away from the end. So that's the second Renaissance part 1. Really, really interesting. So this part 2 video is gonna be not interesting because it's 10 seconds long. But yeah, so this is part 2 of my comments on the second Renaissance. Alright, so I'm gonna upload this, and I'm gonna start on the next block, because, yeah. Okay, bye.